Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome to this edition of our show, Parents Pride. My name is Temi Ajelowo. You will remember we had a topic a few days ago about the danger of training children with threats and intimidation. And a particular parent spoke with me how that method had worked for her in the past. Though she was sincere to tell me that the children were always shaking around each time she spoke. So I feel it's appropriate for me to just drop this evening so that she can merge the two together and find a very good footing to help the children, because she was very sincere to appreciate the disadvantages of training children by threats and intimidation. The first thing I want us to look into this evening is firmness, because the topic is firmness with your children. Firmness with your children. I want you to know and I want you to understand this basic thing, that in relating with your children, you have to enjoy everything you do with them. Everything that you do with your children, you have to enjoy them. You have to have passion for it. You have to learn to enjoy everything you do with your children, even when you are trying to adopt the best corrective measure you know will be appropriate for them. I want you to enjoy it. I want you to do it out of your mind. You need not do anything out of anger, because anger has never helped any situation. So I want you to understand that fact first, that you need to enjoy your dealing with your children. If you are correcting them, maybe by spanking or by talking to them or by a little punishment for them, you have to do it pleasurely. You have to enjoy it. You have to, you know what it means that you're correcting a child who has done something wrong, and you are happy. You are applying the little cane, you are spanking the child, but you are smiling. The major thing there is that you are achieving the purpose. You are achieving the objective of getting the best out of them. So while you are, applying the little cane on the child definitely will not be happy with it. But you are smiling and you are still doing the same thing. That is firmness without anger. So understand that very clearly, that you have to just enjoy everything you're doing with your child, even if your child has done something terrible that you say, oh, because of this, I'm not going to take you to your cousin's place where I have promised I'm not going to give you this which I have promised. You have to do that. You have to maintain your stand. You have to be firm, and yet let the child know, so that the child will understand that in spite of the fact that you will play with them, the same way you play with them is the same way you will be firm to establish what you know will be appropriate for their sound raising. So, secondly, is that in relating with children, in dealing with children, you have to be peaceful and be patient. You have to be patient with them, because a lot of children may not go at your pace. They may be short of your expectations. But the truth is that I want you to know that the gene in them will someday still manifest that trait you are expecting from them. Because they are your children, everything in you is in them. But everything comes up at its own time. You have to understand that. So you have to be patient with them. You have to do everything peacefully with them. Again, I say, take away fear, take away anger in dealing with your children. So another thing I want you to understand this evening is that children manipulate a lot. They test you. And if you fall for it, whatsoever they have tested you on has come to stay. They will establish their ground on that. So I want you to understand, if your child asks for something which you know conventionally shouldn't be, or something that you are not ready because it's not sustainable, right there you'll be laughing with them. You'll be giving them reasons why they should look away from that, why that shouldn't be, and you will be firm to make sure that they understand that that thing you are not going to give them. A child may ask for anything. Every child wants the biggest thing. They want the finest thing. They want even things that are beyond your purse. But it's your responsibility to peacefully, calmly make them understand that you will not do that for them. So firmness is very important. I do that for my children a lot. I'll be beating them. Elders will be laughing. Meanwhile, the person I'm dealing with is crying, and I'll be smiling and I'll be beating, and I'll be smiling. I'll be correcting the child. So I want you to understand that firmness is a key thing you have to adopt. You have to be firm in what you know that is right for the child, but still you don't need to still use threats or intimidation. When you do that, the correction you are trying to establish will be mixed with fear, and they may not get the exact point you are trying to drive into them. So I think this evening we've been able to say a few things that we can just put together to help our child raising. Thank you. And again, I want to implore everyone, please let's share these videos. Please let's subscribe, like them, share them to as many homes as you know, so that we can reach many parents as possible. Thank you very much.